pillow. Messing with this camera. Ah! I don't even know. Mark, can you hear me? Type 1 if you can hear me. I have these things on. Might be like an hour. A little hour stream. Can you hear me or not? Yeah? Alright. Last time I had the headphones. I'm just doing this random. Mama Mod, what up? Let's see if I can pin Mark's comment. Can I pin it? Yes. Okay. See how it looks. It's kind of like a test. Biscuit, what up? So yesterday we had Destiny, Destined to Recover. She was playing Warzone, so that was pretty cool. And today I'll just do it random. I think I'm gonna Warzone. There's like a bunch of cheaters, and I went live twice, and then my broadcast ended somehow. So I'm gonna go over that. And then the rank system's crazy. So yeah, I had a different shirt on. I just have this on right now. But it's good to see you guys. I can hear y'all. I mean, you can hear me. I had a pretty good lunch. Had a steak. Who are you gonna watch, Mark? Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep this up for like an hour or two. Let's see, what is it for? We're at 4 likes. What up, Juan? Appreciate you, bro. We're just chilling. Gonna go over some stuff. I'll be doing the moderator of the month on May 15th. I'm gonna be doing the 2 streams, May 14th and May 15th. So today we're just gonna go over some stuff. It was the story on how I got the PS5. So we're gonna be talking about that story. When Destiny gets in here, we'll tell her the story. I'm going for the Knicks. All right. We're gonna tell her the story about the PS5. Last time I was like doing a little bit too much. Today I'm just gonna be like answering questions. So if you guys have questions, that was like an hour and a half, and then it was the day that Destiny had her birthday. So today, what's today? I'll do one today, and I'll do one tomorrow night, and then maybe one Saturday. So we're just big chilling. If you guys have questions, let me know. I'll pretty much be answering most of the questions that you guys ask. And you guys get to know me a little bit better. So I appreciate all the support coming in from K-Dubs and Destiny, Biscuit, and Skelly T. So yeah, it's gonna be doing a couple questions, guys. Maybe like an hour and a half. Last time we did like an hour and a half. And I was wearing the earpiece, so I think y'all can hear me through the earpiece. If not, I can just turn it off. I don't know. I think y'all will probably hear the echo or a fan. On the ranked, no, they haven't said. It's probably gonna. What's today? The next update is on the 15th, Mark. The season, that little event, is gonna end on the 15th. So I would imagine that's when they're probably gonna add it. I got me some tea. Made a little steak. I showed Mark and them on Discord my steak that I made. Put some of that Montreal seasoning. I should have put some other stuff, but I didn't. But I would imagine, do I, Vanessa? Do I? Yeah, last time I was doing a bunch of punches in the air. Today I'm going to be doing questions. I was I was kicking back and I was just gonna like press record and be like this, like hold it in my hand, and just be like that, like. So I was like, nah, let me go put it over here. I'll go put it over here where I can pretty much hold it. T was saying that I look like a pit bull last time, so I appreciate the likes. Last time we only had like 3 or 4 questions in an hour and a half, and it was mostly Jim Leahy asking questions he already knows. So we're just gonna be chilling. Right now it says one person. Mark already probably left. Um, I should probably share. I can't. Last time I tried to share it, it went black. What up, Corey? Vanessa, do you know how to share the stream to Discord? What up, Tri Bill Productions? What up? What up? What up? What up? We're just doing questions. Musty, can you? Oh, you're not in the Discord. Mark, share the stream on Discord, KW's Discord. Try to give it a share. Big shout out to Trill Bill Productions. I'll check out your channel later, brother, or dude, or woman. How did you get so many subs? I've been struggling. I'm laughing because usually whenever I see a new person in the stream, I automatically think it's one of Jim Leahy's fake accounts. Um, your guy, okay. Mark, let me know when you shared it to the Discord. What up, Ninja Drew? I would do the fit check. I was wearing the pants later, but I'm not gonna do no fit checks. I'm gonna be doing questions only right now. So subs, I can tell you a little bit of my story. So during the pandemic, I didn't play, and what I did was I watched a lot of people play Warzone, Trobil, and basically I would network. Let's say I spent 2 3 years of watching people like grow their channel from 200 subs. They went from 200 to 1,000. Let's say that. One person, I don't know how they got to 1,000. The other person, he knew somebody that plays Warzone pretty good and kind of like donated money to them and was like, here, like, this is my name. So 2 years, I helped. I was watching a bunch of people play, and then this last year in August, I started playing. So I would suggest genuinely watch people and the people that you like. A lot of people do that, like how do they say, share and sub, or sub for sub and all that. So it takes time, and I already had the 2 year span of hanging out in people's chats, and so they already kind of get to know me. So if it goes from 2021 to 2025, I've already, it's okay, Drew. We can still play, bro. So basically, after out of that time of hanging out with those people, they already got to know me, and then I become moderator on some channels. A lot of people go their own ways. Like some people get certified. Some people they do their own thing. Like I'm not gonna mention any names. That's not what I'm here to do. So basically, if you genuinely support people, the support will come back to you. That's all I can give you for advice. If you genuinely like go to people and hang out with them and have fun, they'll see you for who you are, because your effect on what you're putting out there, it holds value, and that's where your value comes from. So as long as you're being you and you're being yourself, and a lot of other people know that you're supporting other channels, and you're there, and they'll see that. So You could go many routes. You can do your own thing. You can like hardcore. Because I've been sticking to one game. You can play a bunch of games, and you'll get a wide variety of different people. So, you know, you can do your own thing, or if you have time. Because look, for example, I have almost, let's just say there's 3,000 watch hours in a certain person's channel. 3,000 watch hours. I helped this one channel. I had like close to 500 watch hours on this one channel, and somebody made a fake account with my picture, and they tried to basically make a profile out of me. And this guy was in another channel, and me and that guy, we had a talk, and we were cool. And this other guy was like, oh, you know, blah blah blah, like he tried to whatever his channel, and it's like, no, dude, like you don't get it. So that goes to show like other people will go their way, and the real people will stick by you. You know what I'm saying? And what you need to do is just do you, bro. Trill Bill. Yeah, some people tried to make a fake profile on my name and all that, and I was like, wait a minute. Your moderators are not even acknowledging this, and yet you know. So that was that. That was a long time ago. I'm not gonna. That's the most time I'm gonna spend on that discussion. The second thing is this other channel. It's like he didn't really know if he wanted to be a streamer. He was like, oh, and then he hit the 1,000 mark, and you know. So I'm not gonna like go into detail about other people. I don't like to bring other like that's like the one time, but in my case, you know, I already was networking. I was helping people. I was getting known for being the guy that's there, not playing the game, but I'm there helping the channel. So, because right now I'm at this whatever amount, and it's just like, you know, you just gotta genuinely do you, bro. And you don't even have to do the camera, Trill Bill, and just like right now, if there's a demand for you to be on camera, then go on camera. So yeah, I gotta go. Bye, love. I'm always here though. What the fuck? Vanessa's like always here. I guess she had to be somewhere. Vanessa has, Vanessa has 2,700 watch hours in K-Dub's channel. That's say that again. 2,000. That's probably not even including a year of watch hours. That's almost like for him to get, you know, monetized alone on that channel. And he has a high demand. I'm just putting that as an example because K-Dubs is like he's way up here, you know. But he's a genuine dude, and I still fuck with him. A lot of people they hate behind the curtains, and a lot of people you can see their true colors, and you know. But what up, gang, gang? I just did it random, gang, gang. So that's one thing I've been kind of holding on to streaming. Felt like that would also help too. I mean, yeah, bro. It's at the end of the day, dude. I just press record. That's the not the motto, but it's like you just press record. Just press record, and you know, like I said, some people have time to watch, and that's the emphasis. People have time. You can value their time. You can give them shout outs. You can like I'm gonna announce the moderator of the month on my birthday. You know, and the people know that are moderator on my channels. They know that I see them. They're in the shadows, and they're helping the channel. You know, because a lot of people don't even know how to be a moderator. Like they don't even know what the first thing is. Yeah. It's coming up next week. It's posted on my community tab. I'm gonna do 2 days. So yeah, we're just chilling, answering questions. There's a story that whenever Destiny gets in here, I'll tell her the story because I feel like she wants to hear the story of how I got the PS5. I don't want to like repeat the same story over and over. Yeah. So Ninja was telling me that if I put the game on PS4, that I can play it. The PS4 games, because I have my games right there. That I have the Trill Will gave me like Red Dead 2, and then like I had Valhalla. I've been wanting to play Valhalla. But yeah, so that little story that I was talking about, as far as for the people, like they'll say that like yeah they helped me out when I was down or whatever. Like yeah they helped me out. But there's two streamers that are like I'm not even asking. Like I just bring it up because this is what we're doing right now. Keeping it 100. You know, I'm not asking them to stop. I stopped by one time in their stream and I was like, hey, I need 2 more likes to hit 20 likes. It was like in December, and you know, those people make time for other channels. But I'm not gonna say it brings like a low vibe, but it's the truth. It's like one person doesn't even know if he wants to be a streamer. The other person's like, I don't even want to say what I feel about them, but you know, the emphasis is you help them grow their channel, and then it comes down to like, you know, so I honestly don't hold grudges. I'm just telling you like it is. Like I don't need anything. I don't even care to even speak their name, you know, because the emphasis is value, you know. To this day, I'm pretty sure he still has that same moderator that you know fucks about, just does whatever on his channel. So like a little example is like K-Dub's that manager back in the chat because he's cool and like they emphasize on what happened and they got over it. It takes time. So you know there's their business. When somebody asked me about what happened between Rick Mix and K-Dubs, I said, hey, that's their business. Like I'm not gonna be the media. Like I don't report for the media, bro. Like that you want to find out, you can ask them. So all those bullshit stories aside, as that just do what you do, bro, and press record. Just press record. You're gonna just do what you gotta do. You know. Yeah, there's already like, but that's like taking forever, Mark. But yeah, as far as for that story goes for Jim. That when I went live, he asked me like, "Oh, Dirk, 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 Dirk," and I was like, "Bro, I'm not gonna repeat that story. That's a fucking old ass story." As far as for people making fake accounts on my name and shit. Like I can understand like me and Jim are cool. Like I can understand like his level. Like if you don't understand somebody, you're gonna grow eventually hate for them. But if you can understand that person, you can acknowledge like their flaws and you come to an agreement. A lot of people that are out there hating is because they don't understand you, you know? So they try to snake around the business. But I'm just big chilling. I'm just pressing record. Well, we're coming up with a story. What is it? On how I got the PS5. Um, Trill Bill. If you're still here, if you have any other questions, let me know. Let me know how you found the channel. I hate Toke. Like, I don't know, bro. If we were to probably do a poll, like, as far as for me, like 95% of the K-Dub chat is there. Like, they're all chill with me, bro. Like, I've been chill. I've been there. I had time. You know, again, I didn't play this game during the pandemic. Everybody was able to play the game and chill out. So, true. My top supporters are in the descriptions are in the link below. Skelly T, Control Will. There's a lot of other new top supporters. Kayla, Sour. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I really didn't have. I only had like one huge imposter hater, which is that one dude, which was weird. And I already talked to Kato about that guy. And you won't find him anywhere because he's a weirdo. So it's like a year goes by and I go live and he's tried to stalk my page, like he was popping up in my page, like super weird. And I have sympathy for those people. Like I get it, you have like mental something going on, but like you keep doing the same old, bro. Like I don't even mention your name, nothing, and you pop up in my live first time I go live. Like, oh, let's smash it, bro. It's water underneath the nah. There's no water underneath the bridge, bro. You need to just stop coming around here, bro. You ain't allowed in my freaking environment. Hell no, weirdo, dude. So that happened when I first went live. He wants to wear your skin. Yeah, he probably does. Super weird. I've heard one story of that girl that went live and they got her IP and they started shutting down her internet. They started doing all sorts of kinds of things. I was like, man, that's crazy, bro. Nowadays, places look that they shut down her internet. She had to move, bro. Like it got to that point where she had to move. That once I've only heard that one story. Like imagine the time people have on their hands to do that to someone and just like what the fuck? Yeah. I told my dad about it. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna have that's probably like what is it, that beep or whatever. Can't even think of the thing to hide your IP address and all that crap. I don't give a fuck. So if it ever gets to that amount, it's like, bro, what time is the game? You want to watch the game on your thing Discord, Hex? Probably gonna do this for like an hour. I think I'm gonna once Destiny comes in here. I don't know. Somebody give a shout out to Destiny so I can tell her that story of how I got the PS5. But yeah, VPN. Yeah, Saturday, dude, not today. uh, yeah. So I'm gonna probably just do a 2 day thing, the 14th and the 15th next week. And I know Corey. Corey's like one of my number one mods. He knows how to, stay in the shadows and kick back, watch everyone. So shout out to Corey. I think Drew. There's 8 people. I'll tell the story of the PS5, so she can probably just rewatch it. So it was like a month or two, and going like where this guy named Juice wanted to get me a PS5, and he was like, if anybody wants to go halves, and I told him, I'm like, hey, I'll go halves with you. He's like, no, I don't want you to spend your money. Like, I want someone else to go halves and get the PS5. And then a month or two went by, and he was telling K-Dubs, like, hey, man, I'm trying to get this guy a PS5. Like, let's somebody go halves. And then Boo Boo was like, I'll help you. And I was like, yeah, I told him that I have the 250. Like, I'll put up my money if he wants to get it. And here's a little slit in the story. I'm not gonna say the name of the channel, but there's a channel, and I told Tro Will because that's my boy. Somebody recognized me for what I was doing, and I got like a deposit. So I had the money for the PS5, and then one day Askrick was hanging out with K-Dubs, and they did some sort of like thing on his channel, and then on that day I just pressed record. Remember, just press record, and I'm just there on a Saturday, and Askrick and this dude Juice were going at it about what they did in a certain people's chat. So to clarify again, Juice wanted to get me it. Askrick was talking to the guy in my chat, and I was like, hey, you guys can take that to Discord. Like, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but. And then Askrick was like, man, F that guy. I'm gonna buy you a PS5 right now. And I was like, all right, bro. Like, I believe you. I get it. And then Askrick was like, oh, look, we're down to 5. So if she can rewatch it, it comes down to Askrick got me the PS5. And end of story. And that guy left the community. He left everybody. Like, he's not even like my friend on Discord anymore. Like, I get it, but like, I don't know. So, Askrick, this is what Askrick literally told me. He goes, I'm gonna take a shower, and when I get out of the shower, I'm gonna buy you that PS5. And within 30 minutes, he was like, this is the tracking number. what's your address? Or, and I was like, damn. So shout out Ascript, and like, like, like that right there is like, I appreciate what they're coming from on both sides. Like, I appreciate the help that they're going through. You know what I'm saying? And I could go into other details, but I'm not gonna go into details. That's just the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? The one guy was mad at someone. They could have taken it to another platform, but Ascript just settled it right there and said, "Hey, like, you know what? You've been saying you're gonna get it for him for 2 months. I'm just gonna buy it right now." Like, and I'm pretty sure Juice could have bought it right then and there too. But there's other details that I'm not gonna talk about that come into play. But that's the end of the story. Legendary princess. The last one I did, Princess, I was doing like fit checks. I did like two of them. I was standing up, punching in the air. I'm not gonna do that right now. We're just gonna do questions. uh, so yeah, it's been 30 minutes. I'll keep this open for like another hour. If any of you have questions, any questions? A little. That's pretty much me. I was telling that guy Trill Bill Productions. I didn't look at his channel. If any of my mods look at his channel to check him out, let me know what's up with his channel. But he was asking how to get subs and how to be genuine and stuff like that. He seems pretty legit. I'm gonna take a little 2 minute because I've been talking way too much. But yeah, overall, just very grateful for the people that have come into my online experience. Again, shout out to K-Dubs. K-Dubs always been there. I've seen him grow. You know what I'm saying? Scaly T, she came into the community, helped her, as far as like get to know everyone. We got Vanessa. Vanessa, like I mentioned, she has shit ton of watch hours in K-Dub's channel. She bought a sweater from him. Um, so if you guys have any questions as far as for like when I'll probably do this again, I might do it tomorrow again or Saturday. I got the short, I got the shorts on right now. So last time I was wearing the pants. Otherwise, I do the fit check. It's on the PlayStation wish list right now. The GT6. That's not coming out for a while though, right? Isn't it like $100? Yeah, I wanna play the games too, but so yesterday I went live twice on the PlayStation, and then I tried to go on the third time. I don't know what was going on, but the broadcast just stopped. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it open for a little bit. So if y'all have any questions, type in your questions in the comments below. But as I said, she had something to do, so she's gone. And it's about five. What time is it? It's 5:36. Destiny, where are you? I told the story about the PS5. You can rewind and watch it. I played Warzone yesterday with Destin to Recover for the first time. It was just random. I was like, "Hey, I can help you." I guess because I was one of the first persons to ask her, so I just joined her game. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people wanted to play with her, so we played Warzone yesterday. But thank you everybody who says there. That's one of my famous things that I have in people's channel. Thank you everyone for all the likes and support. Gears of War. It's a cool game. I want to play. Tony Hawk comes out in July. I'll be playing Tony Hawk for sure. Tony Hawk. Asker got me to download Marvels. I haven't even opened it. I'm just waiting so that way when I open the first game, it's like my first time playing Marvels. That game, it just seems like you're just non-stop pressing buttons. Like it's like Street Fighter. I don't know. I just see it as like a Street Fighter game, which is kind of cool. But I got Prominence back, Mark. If you want to do some Prominence poker. So yeah, Gears of War is pretty cool. When does Gears of War come out? I was gonna sit back earlier over there. I'm gonna cross my arms now. If you see the other video, I was doing way too much in the last video. On Marvels, yeah, we can do that. Ascrook. I just told the story, the legend of Ascrook. Is that a better angle? Current angle? Current angle? Angles? 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 You just joined my live stream. I'm currently running. I don't know where I'm going. But have you seen this boy, K-Dubs? He's been missing for the last 3 hours. If you just joined us, I'm currently on the track to find K-Dubs. The last time I did that, it was let's climb the fence. Let's climb the fence. Let's stash the dope. Let's stash the dope. Come on. Come on. I was doing a bunch of that last time. So we'll play some Prominence. I know this thing is pink. I know. Super random. But that's all they had at the store. Last time I was doing two. Let's climb the fence. Let's climb the fence. Now stash the dope. I should do that for like 30 minutes. Maybe the views will go up. I have it on public. My algorithm is wiggity whack. Skelly T puts a short up. She gets 600 views. Nothing. Like Katos was saying today, one of his shorts hit 1 million views. He was saying that today. Like a random person will just put up something. They only have 1,000 subscribers, but they got 200,000 views. Like they know something we don't. So I don't know. You guys have questions? Let me know. I got the shorts on. Otherwise, I do the fit check. I'm not gonna stand here trying to find a cool pose. Maybe some more females will be like, "Oh my God, who's that guy? He must shave his huevos." Huevo splash for the man that shaves his huevos. But yeah, I'm probably gonna play some Warzone tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna go live. Cause yesterday, like I said, I don't know what was going on. I pressed broadcast, and I think it has to do with the electricity, or the internet something was going on in the area. Cause on the PS4, it will tell me your internet connection is low for streaming. It'll tell me, and then yesterday the broadcast stopped twice. So please don't what? Viewbot? Who has Viewbot? Oh, and those people? Yeah, I think a lot of people have Viewbot. Some people, but yeah. So I googled it, and it just said that your internet or your link to YouTube My link to YouTube is fine. I wanted to go live earlier, but that's probably why I didn't. Um, since I'm doing this one, it'll probably let me go live. It says you can go live whatever amount of time. Please don't do what, Mark? Don't show your shaved eggs. Whoa, Mark. Vanessa's not here. Otherwise I do like a banana trick. Freaking get me canceled real quick. Vanessa saw it first on Snapchat. What was it yet? The last time, Jim Leahy, I was like, Leahy with the $65 donation. This is all you get: a close-up face and depressing Hispanic music. That's what you get for a $20 donation. $20 donation from Jim Leahy. Thank you, dude. Oh, this is gonna be a short one. Well, that's it, guys. Last time I did an hour and a half, and it was only like 3 questions. So, if you guys have any questions or anything else going on, I might play Warzone later. I think I'm just gonna make a clip. Uh, I'll make a clip, and then the Marvels. If you want to play Marvels, just hit me up. Uh, Ask Crook and Mark. Not really else. What else to do? A lot of people kind of have questions lined up, but I just did this random. I could always schedule it, but this is like another test. Like I just went live, and there's not really a lot of questions. Like one person just asked a question, so there she is to save the day. What was it? The Vanessa song? Vanessa, she's the one that's always hanging around and telling people hi in the chat. Yeah, Vanessa said she had to do something. But I was telling the story about Askrug and some guy. I don't know if you heard, Destin. You might have to rewind, but Askrug and this guy named Juice were gonna get me a PlayStation. So if you want me to say the story again, I will, just for you. And no problemo. I'm not like really antsy for a question. I'm just, I don't know. But yeah. So type 1 if you want to hear the story again. Okay, I'll tell you the story. Okay, so it was like 2 months. This dude Juice, he donated like $1,000. Let's just say that he donated $1,000 to a streamer that I know, and he was like, "Oh, you're going on a trip? Here's $100." And he was a cool dude. He's like, he's cool in my book. I don't know, like pretty genuine. And so he was telling me, "Hey man, if you get someone that'll go halves on a PS5, I'll get it for you." And I told him I have the 250. Like I'll put up the 250 whatever. And he's like, "No, I want somebody else to go halves. I want someone else to get to get you the PS5." And then so I guess 2 months went by, and then Ascrook was in a chat, and I just pressed record. Like my buddy was live, and I pressed record. I was doing my thing, and then everybody came to my chat. So Ascrook was talking to someone in my, well, he was talking to Juice in my chat about on like, I guess how people get views on their channel. I'll put it that way. And they got into it, and I was like, "Hey, you guys can take that to Discord. Like, I don't know what y'all are talking about." And so he's like, "Man, like, F this. I'm taking off. Like, I'm not gonna talk to anybody more in the community. Blah blah blah." I think he was pretty mad because he donated a certain amount of money to that other streamer, and he didn't feel like appreciated, or like whatever the case may be. And then Askrick was like, "Bro, you've been telling Jose, which is my name, that you're gonna get him a PlayStation, and you haven't gotten it." So he told me, "I'm gonna take a shower. When I get out of the shower, I'm gonna buy you that PS5." And I was just playing my game. And she said, "One." So he got out of the shower and he got me the PS5 because he was like telling that dude like, hey, if you don't like the way I do my business, because he's going to school for computer, and he was helping my friend get views on his channel, and the other guy didn't like it, so he just flat out said like, hey, I'm gonna buy it, like I'm gonna go ahead and get it for you. And I was like, bro, this guy was telling me he was gonna give me a PC and a PS5, and I was just like, bro, I'll get you a PC eventually, just I'll get you this for right now. So basically, if I can I even type in the chat? Hold on. It doesn't let me type in the chat. I didn't know that. So in a way, I'm just learning to this, and he got me the PS5. Yeah, it doesn't let me type. But yeah. So Ascrook, his link it's in the chat or whatever. I need to put it as in my description. So yeah, he's the one that got me the PS5. His name's Ascrook. The other guy, he completely left our little community. Like he just completely left. Um, like I don't know. That's I just pressed record and I was in the middle of it. Asterisk, you can only use another device. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm gonna start probably using like a tablet. So yeah. So the story goes, Ascura got it for me. Juice was gonna get it for me, and you know, basically over they got into it over like what was going on in another channel, and I was like, you guys can like talk about that in Discord, like so. And I was just playing the game. So yeah, I'm very grateful for what I got. It's right here. PS5, brand new. The box is right there. I have another top supporter, which is Trill Will. His link is in my description. You'll see Skelly T, Trill Will, K-Dubs. Trill Will, a lot of people know. I know on the low, whatever. But Trill Will gave me my first PS4, PS4 Pro. So low key, however, but Trill Will sent me the PS4 that I was playing on recently, because he got tired. I had a PS4 Slim and it wasn't working that well. The software, the hard disk. He's like, man, bro, like, I'm gonna give you my old PlayStation. So shout out Trill Will. His link is in my description, and he gave me my PS4. And then recently, Juice was like, bro, what do you play on, like PS4? And I was like, yeah. He's like, the graphics look kind of, And I was like, yeah, no, it's PS4, but it, works. It gets the job done. Fresh out of the box. The last live I did, I was going off. Remember, Mark, I was doing all this shit. Bro, I was fucking going hard. I was letting out all that juice. The juices were flowing. We had Jim Leahy come in here with a fake account, Mr. Taco or something, talking about transition. What are your thoughts on the transition? Yeah, it's Jim Leahy. Stacks to dope. We're trying to look for K-Dubs right now. K-Dubs, if you're watching, go live. Grab your little phone and go live, K-Dubs. You owe us a night stream. It's like, nah, bro, just got my hair cut. Not gonna go live tonight, bro. Sound different for some reason. Is it the mic? I do voices. Show you my card again. I do voices, like that's a cool thing. But anyways, how does it sound? Does it sound distorted? There's a fan on in the background. What does it sound? Yeah, I don't know. I don't shave my huevos, that's for sure. Huevo splash for the man that shaves his huevos. Oh, when I play? Yeah. This is something my mom gave me. See if y'all can read that. And then last time I keep this. Oh yeah. It's kind of blurry. Let's see. I would show you a picture of my kiddo, but I'm not gonna do that. Too many weirdos out there. But yeah, I got my games right here that Trovo gave me. He gave me like 5 games. There's just a big map in my room of Texas, big ass map. I don't know if y'all can see. Let's see, maybe right there. You know, when I get the contract and I gotta go somewhere, I just put a little pin on it. I'm not gonna show you the setup because I need to fix it. My TV is just on a dresser. I'm gonna pretty much move stuff to where I can have a TV at eye level. Every time I play, Destin, when I play standing up. In between matches, I'll sit down, but when I play standing up. The first time I played Warzone, I played on my cousin's. He had like a 70-inch TV. I have a picture of it. He had a 70-inch TV, and I was like, his couch was right here, his TV's right here, and I was like standing way the fuck back here. I was like, bro, and it was like one of the 4K TVs curved. I was like, bro, I don't. I was just like, this is like the very first time I played Warzone. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Yeah, it's basically like a little cardio. Affiliate. What's his name? Sourdy is another legend. He's another one that's been supporting the channel, so we'll give a couple shout outs. Sour, Kayla, Uptown. There's a lot of people that I was going over with that guy. I didn't really look at his profile. I'm gonna have to look at it later. But he was just asking like how to get subs or whatnot. And I was just, if you rewind this earlier, Destin, you'll see I was going over like my little journey that I had for 2 years, and I was going over how like there was an imposter account with my name on it. This dude made like 4 accounts with my name. So shout out to that person that, you know, puts on display of who they're representing. If they're a mod in that channel, that's basically what you're representing. You're representing that channel. But yeah, I went over that, the imposter. I went over the like what I've been doing as far as for like networking. So there's this one kid that's like, oh, this one person doesn't even hang out with you, and I'm like, just that one person out of the whole community. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Not to again point out names, but it's like I don't really feel affected by that one person, and I can say a lot of things about that one person, but I'm not, because that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to just press record and play the games. You know? So we're down to 2 viewers, guys. I think I'm gonna end it. I'll be live for another 10-20 minutes. If y'all have questions. Where's your hair? The where are you? Haircut? Being a male stripper is kind of hard, especially when you got to shave your huevos. Yeah, Corey, I'm just chilling. I'm gonna try. I'll probably just do an hour mark. We're at 10 more minutes. I could leave it. I could leave it on. I can leave it on. Like I was gonna put music and hang out, but I honestly just went live again to answer questions. People, you know, I'll schedule one for Saturday. I'll just put it up there like Saturday 6 o'clock. But I'm gonna do another one of these on the 14th and the 15th. So yeah, not really too many questions. So bada boom, bada beep. Yeah, when was playing. I've been playing with randoms and meeting a couple new randoms. That's my goal. Is this month I'm gonna be playing with randoms probably a lot more often than playing with other people, because I'm just gonna do it myself. Like I'm gonna just, you know, grow my channel I've kind of just been playing the game. I don't like to just tell people, hey, this is my channel, like while I'm playing the game. I didn't really do that too much, but I'm gonna do it like twice a day, just to get the increased numbers. If you're watching this, thank you for the new subscriptions. Crap. Thank you for all the help recently. My top supporters, they know who they are. Uh, I'm grateful for everyone that's been helping the channel. And shout out to the real ones that I've known over the years. You know, and stuck around. If you're watching this on playback and you just click here, you're watching. I appreciate all the support you guys been coming through. I know, right? Let me go. I don't. I think this is my dad. Just pressing the button, checking it. But yeah, I made an insane steak. It was alright. Had the little Montreal seasoning. But yeah, I got 9 minutes on the clock to ask me a question. Probably play some Warzone. I don't know. I'm gonna get back to just do that event because that event ends the 15th. Have you seen this boy? His name's K-Dubs. Where's he at? His link is in the description below. I need to add. I'm gonna add Asterix and Destiny's channel to my description on the bottom there. I'm gonna probably do that. I gotta do that tonight. Top supporters. Skelly T. I don't know what she's doing. We're down to one viewer. They everywhere now. Yeah, the hackers. Alright guys, well, you heard the story. I was gonna stay on for another 10 minutes, but we did a whole hour. Again, shout out to my top supporters. I appreciate everybody that's coming through. It's me, Mark. They're missing out on the strip show I'm about to do, Mark. Be right back. Don't go nowhere, Mark. I see you. You don't know your eyes anymore. I kiss your lips. Got a dip, homie. Later, dog. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off too. I'm gonna stay on for another 6 minutes just to make it an even hour. Fuck it. And there's no tenderness. You're trying hard not to notice, but baby, you lost that loving feeling. Whoa, that loving feeling. Yeah, that's what I don't want to say it, but okay. So my first marriage, this girl, she owned her own daycare, and I was with her, and they're from Mexico, and we would help run her mom's daycare. And they told me that trae mucha paciencia para mi hija, and I'll be like, damn, like, yeah, she was something else. She wasn't like weird, but she had some medical conditions. I don't want to talk about it, but that's when I hear that the patience that throws me back to that when I was with that girl for like 7 8 years, and her parents told me like, man, I don't know how you have patience for her. Yep. That's that story with that girl. The strip show. Live ASMR. If you just tuned in. Yeah, she was she was bulimic and bipolar. And I found out she was bulimic. I went I took her to the hospital, and her parents were like, "Okay, now he knows that she's bulimic." Cuz we would go out to eat, and like in the restroom, I remember it was in my apartment one time. My apartment, I saw like cilantro in the toilet, and I was like, "Okay." So, it wasn't like a big deal for me cuz like we are doing what, we were just doing we were together for a while. So yeah, that was the first deal. I tried to make it work, but it was like that's when I got with this second girl, and I pretty much moved to Dallas. Whoa, that love and feeling, bring back that love and feeling. Now it's gone, gone, gone. Whoa, whoa, boom, boom, boom. 4 more minutes. Yeah, the second girl I got with, she was pretty cool. She was pretty cool, but she was a little bit younger than me, so she not like super young, but in a way like I could tell she wanted something real, but then she was still young, so she was like, I still need to spread my wings. I'm like, yep, I already know. So that's the story of Xochipilli. If you guys have more questions, there's a link post on my community tab. If you have any questions y'all want to ask me beforehand, just ask on the post. Oh, okay. Right, right. Yeah, right, right. I mean, I can't really comment because I mean that's y'all's business, but yeah, I feel you though. I can understand. Yeah, my brother right now, he's my brother's going through a divorce. Oh dang. Yeah, I didn't know that. I think I saw something earlier. I think I was like watching. I saw something like that, but yeah, I didn't know that. So yeah, my brother's going through a divorce this year. My brother's he started making a little bit more money, and he told me he told me during this last Christmas he got everybody what they wanted. He got everyone what they wanted, and he was looking around, and he was like, he saw like a bunch of unhappy people because they saw he's making more money, and they're like, he was like, man, I'm not happy. Like I'm not. They're like, there's something else. They got everything they wanted pretty much. Like he got them whatever they wanted for Christmas, and it was like he was just looking around like, man, I don't belong here. Like this is not it. Right on, Destin. Right on, right on. Well, I'll probably do another one of these Saturday. Saturday, 6 p.m. I'll do that. So until then, guys, much love. Big shout out to Destin, Skelly, True Will, K Dubs. Yeah, I'll do one Saturday at 6, and then next week I have the two shows back to back, the 14th and the 15th. I'm gonna do Warzone one day and then in real live stream. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. Maybe I'll make something. Maybe I'll cook something. So I love you guys. See y'all next time. I didn't do no dancing this time. I see you guys. Love y'all.
All right, let's see if I can do this.